Hello everyone, welcome to Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services. This is a video on daily topic-wise news analysis where I'll be covering the news from two important newspapers, that is the Hindu and Indian Express. So I'll try to cover the most important news of the day, and additionally I'll be supplementing the news with some additional information so that they can help you in prelims and mains examination. So let's get started with the topic first. So these are the list of the topic for the day. Today is 6th of January. The first topic is Kochi Mangalore LNG pipeline. This has been inaugurated by the Prime Minister himself. The second important topic is Asian Waterbird Census 2020. The third topic is global economic output is projected by the World Bank. What is the global economic output and projection coming from the World Bank officially? The second last topic is SC Clear Central Vista Redevelopment Project. A lot of the controversy was arising with regards to the redevelopment projects in Delhi. And the last topic is health and nutrition of the child in India. So this is an editorial written in that is being published in the Indian Express. Apart from this, I'll be also discussing some MCQs question at the end of this session and the explanation of yesterday question so that you can come to know the correct option and the explanation of that questions. So without any further ado, let's get started with the topic first. So the first topic and the news of the discussion is Kochi Mangalore LNG pipeline. The news has been reported in the Hindu. And talking about this type of news, this can be an important part of your general studies paper 3 in the infrastructure sections. And as a map for this can be relevant for your prelims examination as well. So the Prime Minister has recently inaugurated the Kochi Mangalore LNG, that is liquefied natural gas pipeline, via the video conferencing. So what would be the benefit of this initiative? I'll tell you the detailed part of it. So about the GAIL pipeline, what exactly is the pipeline, who is being manufacturing this? So this is a 450-kilometer long pipeline being built by the GAIL India Private Limited, and the capacity of the transport is 12 metric ton. This is a standard cubic meters of the natural gas per day from the liquefied natural gas, that is LNG regasification terminal at the Kochi to Mangalore. Now the pipeline will also offer the clean fuel, basically उस एरिया में, ताकि वहाँ पे एक अपॉर्चुनिटी हो सके मल्टी गैस मोड बेस्ड इंडस्ट्री इमर्ज करने के लिए, एंड दैट वुड क्रिएट अ डायरेक्ट एंड इनडायरेक्ट जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज फॉर द पीपल रिसाइडिंग एट दैट पर्टिकुलर एरिया. तो जो अगर पहली फेज की बात करें, दिस वाज बीइंग कमर्शनाइज्ड इन अगस्त 2013 द कोची सिटी. आपको पता होगा एक बहुत बड़ी कंपनी है जो गैस के रिलेटेड काम करती है, अडानी गैस लिमिटेड. दे हैव देयर industries and domestic supplies in 2016. So it was aligned itself in 2013 and some progress was made in 2016, but finally a long kilometer of 450 stretch has been successfully finalized at this point of time. Now what is the future plan of the government of India? तो ये जो पूरी effort की गई है natural gas based economy बनाने की, यहाँ पे more than 10,000 CNG gases जो stations हैं that would be open. Several lakh PNG जो piped natural gases है, हर household को connections दी जाएगी. And the government has also concrete plan to move towards the gas based economy because it is very pivotal for the economy कि जो gas based economy है उस तरह की चीज़ों पे जोर दिया जा सके, because it is very cheaper. The best part, the advantage is that it is cheaper, convenient and environment friendly. Being the commitment to the Paris agreement, जो हमारी Paris agreement है उसके अगर commitment को बात करें और ये सारी चीज़ों को देखा जाए तो खास करके जो गैस बेस्ड इकोनॉमी है दैट वुड बी मोर inclined towards achieving the target. Now the Prime Minister has said that the government would make sustainable investment in terms of coal and gas sector so that they can boost the overall economy. Now the plan is to increase the share of natural gases in the energy sector from present 6% to 15% by 2030. So what government has targeted that by 2030 it should be increasing to 15%. As of now, the present condition we are lying at is 6%. Now एनर्जी सफिशिएंसी की अगर बात करें तो प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने खुद कहा है कि गवर्नमेंट ने एक डेफिनेट फ्यूचर प्लान बनाए हुए हैं जहाँ पे एनर्जी सफिशिएंट एक्सपेंडिचर जो फॉरेन एक्सचेंज पे भी, खास करके जो हमारी फॉरेन एक्सचेंज है, रिजर्व्स जो है, उसकी डाइवर्सिफिकेशन भी हो सकती है एनर्जी रिक्वायरमेंट्स को ध्यान में रखते हुए. And the focus was begin on increasing the productions of ethanol to increase in content in petrol to 20% from the present 5%. So we at present are lying in 5% and the future plan is for 20%. The world's largest hybrid energy plant was coming up in Gujarat. So government has already proposed that the world's largest hybrid energy plant would be set up in Gujarat. And the electric mobility sector was to be encouraged in this energy sufficiency initiative of the Government of India. Now, this is the map work which will help you understand and definitely help you in the prelims examination. So you can see this is a Mangaluru location and coming to the Kochi, and this is again would be benefiting a Bangalore. The stretch would be again going forward through the Coimbatore and Salem region. Now the second news, that is Asian Waterways Census 2020. Talking about the relevance of this news, this can only contribute to your prelims examination. Something that is not very helpful for your mains examination. यहाँ पे mains से आप question expect नहीं कर सकते. Now the 2-day bird census has started recently in Andhra Pradesh under the aegis of expert from the BHNS, that is Bombay Natural Historical Society. So talking about the Asian water bird, they are considered to be the most pivotal. I'll tell you the detail about water bird as well. So what are the sites that would be covered in this survey? It would cover the sites including the Koringa Wildlife Sanctuary, Koleru Lake and the Krishna Sanctuaries. So the Godavari estuaries जो है उस region में, वहाँ पे Kumbhakshikham, Mudha Flat and the westland opposite of the Coromandel industrial area would be an important bird area that are being covered under this survey. Now अगर बात करें Indian schemas की, तो ये आप image देख सकते हैं. This is the Indian schema. This is a water bird species, and it is in the Ramsar Convention that waterfowl species are defined as an ecological dependent upon the wetlands, and they are the water birds being synonymous to the waterfowl, right? अगर इंडिया की बात करें, in India the specifics can be straight near the Chambal River in the central India and view parts of Odisha and Andhra Pradesh. So this location can be very important for you. They can ask you in the examination what is the exact location. So for location, this is Odisha, Chambal River and Andhra Pradesh. Now ICAR stations की अगर बात करें, जो हमारी species है वो endangered है. So this type of IUCN status is again very relevant for the examination point of view. Now what is the significance of this type of initiatives? बात करें अगर significance की, तो there is a need for much bird watch as a critical inputs on the wasteland. और wetland में खास करके अगर water bird की बात करें, they have designed conservation plan to the respective sites for futures. और अगर endangered Indian schemas की बात करें, तो more study was required to establish that the species breed in the Kanika coast was supposed to be the greater number than Indian schemas. So overall, this type of question can be only relevant for the prelim examination. तो आप जो अपनी focus है वो उसी तरफ stick रखें. Now coming to the other news, that is Supreme Court has cleared the Central Vista redevelopment project. After a lot of controversy that has arisen from the opposition and other stakeholders, finally the Supreme Court has given its green note. So the relevance of this topic would be on General Studies paper 2, equally relevant for the General Studies paper 3, and some part of things can be also important for your essay paper. If you're writing the development part, you can use the folder point as well. Now in the majority of the judgment, Supreme Court has recently given a note to the multi-crore Central Vista redevelopment project, which is coming up in Delhi in the Parliament, basically in the Janpad area, which is very adjacent to the Parliament building. Now the proposed building would be the new Parliament 3 times bigger than the existing Parliament building. The capacity has been increased. We had already had a discussion regarding the new Parliament building, so I'm not discussing this in detail here. And talking about the present Parliament building, this is 93-year-old, which was being built by the Britishers. So no, it was necessary for the time that a new construction would be coming up. So talking about the SC judgment, what the Supreme Court said, the court has said that it cannot order the government to desist from spending the money from one project or use something for else. तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने क्लियरली कहा दिया है कि हम सरकार को ये बात नहीं कह सकते हैं कि आप कहाँ पे पैसे खर्च करेंगे, कहाँ पे नहीं खर्चेंगे. रीडेवलपमेंट की अगर बात होती है तो ये सरकार की प्रेरोगेटिव होती है कि सरकार कहाँ पे खर्च करना चाहती है. एंड दे सेड दैट द गवर्नमेंट डिड नॉट एक्ट अगेंस्ट द पब्लिक ट्रस्ट. और गवर्नमेंट ने किसी पब्लिक ट्रस्ट को भी नहीं तोड़ा है, ऐसे तरह कोई काम नहीं किए जहाँ पे पब्लिक ट्रस्ट इम्पैक्ट हुई. सो दिस इज वाई द सुप्रीम कोर्ट हैज़ गिवन इट्स ग्रीन नोट. एंड द कोर्ट हैज़ ऑल्सो नोटेड कि जो एलिगेशन लगाए गए थे गवर्नमेंट पे वो कंप्लीटली फाउल प्ले थी. Now the right to development is a basic human right. This is what the Supreme Court has quoted, which you can write in the examination. that the development is a basic human right and no organ of the state is expected to become an impediment in the process of development as long as the government proceed in accordance with the law. तो कोई भी ऐसे डेवलपमेंट जो गवर्नमेंट के रूल ऑफ लॉ के अंदर चल रही है इन अकॉर्डेंस विद लॉ है तो उसको रोकने का कोई भी उसके लिए किसी के पास इतना पावर नहीं कि उस तरह के काम को वो रोके until unless that is impacting the large public trust, right? So this is what the Supreme Court has noted in its judgment. Now, what is Central Vista Development Project, Redevelopment Project? We also had a discussion about this as well. But मैं आपको एक जल्दी से glimpse बता दूँ इसमें क्या क्या चीजें हैं. This is under the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, proposed as the Central Vista Redevelopment Project 2019. और जो प्रोजेक्ट है कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट कंस्ट्रक्शंस की बात कर रही है यहाँ पे कौन कौन सी चीज़ों को डेवलप किया जाएगा. So first is the construction of triangular parliament building next to the existing one. I will show you an image which will help you understand. Construction of common central secretariat, revamping the 3-kilometer long Rajpath area from Rashtrapati Bhavan to India Gate, and north and south block to be the repurposed for the museums. Now you can see these images. This is a new proposed parliament building, and this is the Central Vista area. This you can see India Gate, and this is the Rashtrapati Bhavan. The entire stretch is of 3 kilometers. So the entire part would be redeveloped. Now coming to the other news, that is global economic output projected by the World Bank. The news has been reported in the Hindu, and this is very significant for your general studies paper 3. So as per the latest World Global Economic Prospects, which is being released by the World Bank, they have said that the possibility is that India could grow by 4% in 2021, assuming the widespread of the coronavirus pandemic, right? And it is expected that India could grow 5.4% in the fiscal year of 2021 to 2022 and 5.2 in fiscal year 2022 by 2023. A further contraction in the economy was expected around 9.6%. Now, Indian economic performance की अगर बात करें तो Indian economic is expected to contract in the current fiscal due to sharp decline in the household spending because people were not having much money that they could spend और ultimately spending नहीं होने से economy में काफ़ी ज़्यादा deterioration performance में हुई. Now, there were several income losses in the informal sector, as I've told you, because of the job loss. Many people in the informal sector were not able to earn a money. And the recent data indicated that the recovery in the manufacturing and the services sector was gaining the momentum. तो जो Q2 के बाद से जो performance है वो काफ़ी अच्छी दिख रही है and a V-shaped recovery has been seen in the Indian economy. We're talking about the global economic performances. तो यहाँ पे estimate की जा रही थी कि almost 3.6% की contraction हुई है और अगर US की बात करें तो US has grown to 3.5%. And euro areas like eurozone की जो areas है 3.6%. Emerging market और redevelopment economics की अगर बात करें so the average growth is 4.6%, where China has forecasted 7.9%. Now Indian debt is expected to rise by 17% in the point of GDP, while the service output shrinks by 9%, over 9% you can say. Or South Asian region economy is expected to contract by 6.7%. 2020 ड्यू टू द पेंडेमिक. तो पूरे साउथ एशिया को इससे काफ़ी ज़्यादा नुकसान पहुंचा है. ओनली द चाइना इज द कंट्री दैट इज ऑन द रिकवरी फेज. Now coming to the last topic, this is an editorial reported in the Hindu, basically in the Indian Express, and it talks about health and the nutrition of the child in India. So this is written by some of the reputed people representing their views on part of the India's development, because अभी रिसेंटली गवर्नमेंट ने जो नेशनल फैमिली हेल्थ सर्वे जारी की है उसको इंटीग्रेट किया गया पिछले इकोनॉमिक सर्वे से और क्या गवर्नमेंट की पॉलिसी होनी चाहिए, कहाँ इंडिया की परफॉर्मेंसेस अच्छी हैं, वो सारी चीज़ों को बताई गई है. सो दिस कैन बी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर योर जनरल स्टडीज पेपर 1 एंड पेपर 2. सो द रिसेंटली रिलीज्ड फिफ्थ नेशनल फैमिली हेल्थ सर्वे रिलीज की गई है, उसके डेटा बहुत ही क्रिटिकल है बिकॉज इट प्रोवाइड अ रिलेबल evidences to access the dimension of the micro development performance before the COVID-19 struck. Now the survey cover health, nutrition and overall quality of the lives. So these are the 3 important dimensions, because in nutrition they also cover mother and child. Now what is the covering of the states? Because बहुत सारे states को भी नहीं include किया गया था. So जो latest survey थी that include only 17 states and 5 union territories are finding like 54% of the Indian population. उसमें मध्य प्रदेश, उत्तर प्रदेश, पंजाब, राजस्थान, तमिलनाडु आर नोटेबल एक्सक्लूजन. इन सारे स्टेट्स को भी इंक्लूड नहीं किया गया है. Now the National Family Health Survey has 42 indicators related to the child health and nutrition. और ये जो इंडिकेटर्स हैं उनको कुछ 9 ब्रॉड कैटेगरीज में रखी गई है, फिर उनको भी अलग सब कैटेगरीज बनाए गए हैं और उसके एग्जाम्पल्स देखे गए हैं कि किस जगह पे कहाँ परफॉर्मेंसेस कैसी रही है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल नियोनेटल, इन्फेंटाइल, अंडर 5 मोर्टेलिटी रेट्स हैव बीन थ्रू आउट द आउटकम्स. मैं आपको एक पिक्चर इमेज दिखाऊंगा जहाँ पे यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड कि क्या क्या चीज़ें परफॉर्म हुई है बेस्ट में. Now similarly all nutrition indicators की अगर बात करें, stunning, wasting, excess wasting, underweight and overweight indicators has improved a bit on some segment. Now talking about India's improvement, so India continued to be successful in preventing the child deaths, but अगर health और nutrition की बात करें तो वो deteriorate कर रही है और वो ही बहुत बड़ी worrisome है country like India. Now out of 10 countries there have been improvement in the 4. But it is readily apparent that India continued to make the progress in preventing the child-related death and neonatal under the 5. So you can see this infographic, or you can see the data which is being projected in the newspaper also. So you can pause this video and you can read it out. The table shows the nature, the number of the child of the health indicators. And the figure 1 is showing the improvement, what exactly progress India has made, and the figure 2 is showing the outcome of the deteriorations, right? So you can see mortality is 3% here, 3 in total, 3 variation, vaccination, vitamins 12 and anemia it's 1, right? So this is what the indicator has to code, and these are some of the official data coming from then ARI, acute respiratory illness studying and warning under the age of 5. So talking about the health of the child, government is also focusing a lot, but the expert opinion says that India need to work harder to improve the quality. Now what is the way forward? In the chapter 5 of the economic survey, that is for 2015 and 16, the next big initiative of the government of India was done, and they said there should be a considerable success in the new welfareism, a mission mode that should be the well-being for the child, because if you're talking about the child, the health of the mother is equally relevant. So it said from womb to the first 5 years, it is very important that government should make a rule or it should make a law so that the entire child and mother is being well protected and giving the nutrition whatever is required at the full potential, right? So this would be the way forward. Now moving to the answers of yesterday question. So for the first question, the correct option here is the correct answer is B, that the world only known Olambingo orangutan has been recently released in the jungle in a remote corner of Brunei, Indonesia. And Olambingo orangutan are vegetarian. They can climb, as tree has a 35 meters, and they can eat fruit from the forest. So the detail have been taken from the Hindu. For the second question, the correct option here is C. This is mostly self-explanatory, so I'm not giving the explanation in detail. Moving to the MCQs question of the day. The first question is from General Science with regards to generic drug. Consider the following statement. The generic medicine work in the same way that provide the same clinical benefits to its brand name version, and generic drug is less than the brand name medicine. Because coming the COVID-19 vaccines and the drugs, this can be a very possible question. So what you have to do, you have to just choose the correct option, that is A, B, C or D, and whatever you feel is the correct answer, you can let us know in the comment section down below. Now coming to the second question, this is from the modern history. It talks about the Annie Besant, and you have to consider the statement about her, that she founded the Central Hindu College in Banaras, and she was elected as the president of Theosophical Society. So I must understand that many of you must be aware of this answer, and this is very easy question. If you have read NCERT and if you have read basically the other book of the modern history by Rajiv Ahir, this can be very significant and important and easy for you as well. So let me know how many of you know the correct answer, and write your answer in the comment section down below. And if you're new to our channel, do not forget to subscribe Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services on YouTube. And if you like this video, do not forget to give a thumbs up. If you have any other concern, do let us. We'll be more than happy to assist you. For time being, I'm signing off. Wish you all the best. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you so much.